Scene is an important part of film narrative and the foundation of the story. Through the interconnection of scenes, the plot of the movie is presented. As an independent unit, the coherence of rhythm and the harmony of the picture are crucial in a scene. In this video, I will analyze a scene in our work Offshore Flow in detail from both narrative and visual perspectives.
周吧，感谢你看我的信，让我来贵公司找你。这是我自己创作的一些散文诗。我听说贵公司最近在召集这个素人的散文诗要发表，希望你能给个机会，支持。
我先浏览着吧。
哎，好。
浮于表面，华而不实啊。
领导，我的诗不是华而不实的，要不您再看看。
那我也不敢让有受过前科的人在我这出书啊。 老同学啊，我晓得你让你门前费年，要是想出书的话啊，也毛可以，只不过需要一点点诚意啊。要不然你的身份被我一不小心塞出去的话，
1. Narrative. The scene of the publishing house serves as a crucial turning point in the plot where the male lead's work is rejected and dealt a blow. The male protagonist eagerly submitted his work but was rejected. He first tried again, but later found out that the supervisor was an old classmate deliberately making things difficult for him. The development of the entire emotion is layered and progressive, driven by the dialogue of the characters, completing the narrative structure of beginning explosion end within a scene. The screen also plays an important narrative role in the scene. At the beginning, the male protagonist did not recognize the supervisor as his old classmate. Therefore, in the first half of the scene, a series of methods such as adjusting the camera angle, close-up facial features, and changing the observation perspective were used to avoid exposing the supervisor's face, keeping the information obtained by the audience consistent with the protagonist, maintaining the suspense of the plot development, and making the subsequent outburst more logical. 2. Screen. In order to highlight the relationships between characters, the composition of the entire scene changes with the changing emotions. The scene of this scene starts from the center, with a horizontal perspective. The two characters are relatively close to the center of the frame, and elements such as door frames and photo frames are used to fill the background, making the distance between the two people not obvious. The following shots are mostly pulled up to close-ups, interspersed with close-up transitions, and the perspective changes to looking up and down, making the emotional impact of the picture stronger and expanding the unbalanced relationship between the two characters, corresponding to the conflicts that erupt in the plot. Until the end, the male protagonist left disappointed and his emotions returned to a low point. Only then did the parting scene return to the middle scene again with the movement of the camera and the distance between the characters. The lighting in the scene mainly comes from fill lights and indoor lighting made of LED, as well as facial highlights brought by desk lamps. As an indoor scene during the daytime, there is no clear main light source in the picture, so it is necessary to simulate natural light by adjusting the position of the lights, unify the style of different lenses, and avoid a sense of fragmentation. The bright lights illuminated the main character, distinguishing between the front, middle, and back scenes, enriching the visual hierarchy, and also making the details of the image more prominent. In terms of color, the overall tone of the scene is warm, connecting with the excited emotions of the previous scene and creating a contrast for the subsequent drop. The black and white costumes of the characters contrast with the light colors of the background, highlighting the characters. In summary, I believe that the setting of the publishing house is a relatively complete and excellent scene in our film, and it is a qualified unit drama.